Numerous police and army checkpoints in southeast Nigeria have become a source of frustration and concern for residents and travelers. These checkpoints, often dubbed collection points, have been criticized for their role in extorting money from motorists. The heavy militarization of the region has led to the allegation of harassment, intimidation, and even human rights abuses. Many have questioned the effectiveness of these checkpoints in addressing insecurity, citing the continued presence of criminals and the lack of improvement in safety. Here is what Senator Eyinaya Abaribe, senator representing Abia South, has to say on the issue in an interview with True Vision TV.
There is the contradiction of gory killings in South.
A contradiction of
gory killings in the southeast, in spite of what is considered to be a militarization of the zone. So, with this development now, with what form of security check, like talking about the security checkpoints at every 1 kilometer that you find, and then leaving the north or the north central where we can visibly see these killings taking place on a weekly basis. If you want to juxtapose this, how would you want to describe it?
Well, it's not me that will answer that question. I think it should be the security authorities in this country. Every Inspector General of Police that comes, it dismantles all checkpoints. Everyone. We have seen it happen. They will now say, oh, we have announced that all checkpoints must be dismantled. We have to now redo and rejig, and then they all come back. And we have complained and we have said everything, because every checkpoint you see is nothing but a toll gate. And so you have multifarious toll gates across that road. They're not doing security check. Not at all. We've complained and we've told them, and so because it's a chain, because the people who are below service those who are on top, and then they service those, and then they service those. So you now find that those things just continue to happen. We continue to feel that one day maybe you will get leadership that will actually, in the either security, military, or whatever, that we actually see to it that you do not need that number. Because if you have between Aba, between Owerri Airport and Aba, by the time you have more than 14 to 15 checkpoints. This is a journey of more or less 30 minutes. 15. So, of course, you will spend two hours. Why? You're spending 2 hours because you're stopping. You're starting, you're stopping, you're starting, you're stopping. And, of course, whichever driver is carrying passengers is also paying. And so the cost of transportation is ballooned for everybody who passes there. And if you join it to the bad roads and everything that you see, you will now see that the people actually suffer. Yeah. I do not think that it has anything to do with the ordinary citizen in the southeast, and far more to do with the fact that that whole zone has been declared a toll gate area. And I make no apologies for that. Because despite the fact that you have this multifarious checkpoint, you have massive crimes going on, you have kidnappings going, you have all those things going on. So it's either those kidnappers are in cahoots with them. In other words, they settle whatever, which is what they call it, or they know where they are, avoid those ones, and those other ones are not doing in any case. How do you actually do security work? First and foremost, it's intelligence. You need to know who is doing it. You need to know where they are sitting to do it. You need to know how they're doing it. You need to be able to infiltrate their network. You need to be able to do all that. Is how policing is done. Policing is not done by you're driving along the road and there are 100 vehicles, and then each one comes, and then a bus comes out and say, oh, everybody must come down and walk across our checkpoint. How does that in any sane society? That's why I say that sometimes we do things that just do not make sense. Thank you. Thank you.